Congratulations, you've been hired as the night conductance engineer at the Kerberos Hydroelectric Dam. Protocols for nocturnal conductance integrity. Rule number 1. At 11 p.m., initiate the auxiliary turbine spin-dry cycle. The console light will flash amber for exactly 7 minutes. If it flashes green, do not acknowledge it. The email from GridSync Solutions had no subject. Triple pay. One night. Systems audit. I signed at 2:14 a.m. The acceptance reply arrived before the confirmation window even closed. 3 hours through fog that swallowed the headlights. Pine branches scraped both mirrors. Cell signal died after the second switchback. Only gravel under the tires and the low, endless throb of water below. The day manager waited at the personnel gate. No name tag. He handed me the laminated keycard and a single folded sheet without looking at my face. The previous engineer retired. Suddenly, just follow the protocols. The gate clanged shut behind me. I sat in the control room chair. Bag still on my shoulder. Institutional green concrete. 1970s console of heavy toggles and analog gauges. 6 CRT monitors overhead. Turbine galleries, penstock tunnels, catwalks over black water. Fluorescence buzzed overhead like insects caught in glass. Ozone. River silt. Warm bakelite. The sheet was already open in my hand. Rule 1 stared back at me, the only line printed in larger type, as if it had been waiting to be the first thing I saw after sitting down. The wall clock read 10:52 p.m. 8 minutes. I clipped the paper to the console edge where it stayed in peripheral vision. The remaining rules were smaller below. I left them unread. The dam's hum felt closer now. Personal. 11 p.m. The clock chimed once. I pressed the auxiliary cycle start. Amber strobe began. 1, 2, 3. I counted each flash under my breath. The turbine whine climbed, then settled into a throb that pressed against my molars. 7 minutes passed. The light stayed amber. No green. I exhaled. Shoulders dropped a fraction. Only then did I let my eyes move lower on the page. Rule number 2. At 1:17 a.m., the pressure gauge for penstock B will drop to 0 for 30 seconds. This is normal. Do not attempt a diagnostic. More than 2 hours away. I locked the time in my head. The hum lived deeper in my bones. 11:47 p.m. Channel 4, lower penstock intake, flickered. Shadow slid along the curved wall. Against the current. I leaned in. It vanished when I blinked. Annex panel blinked once. Door 17 ajar. Empty and sealed section. I checked the sheet. Rule number 3. Between 11:45 p.m. and 4 a.m., the lower penstock intake cameras must remain on the dedicated Channel 4 monitor. Do not switch them to full screen or zoom. The image must stay small. I kept it small. Fingers stayed off the controls. 12:42 a.m. Camera 2. Turbine hull walkway between generators 3 and 4. Figure standing still. No hard hat. Shoulders unnaturally square. Arms at wrong angles. 3 seconds. I looked away. Rule number 4. Figures may appear on the walkways in the main turbine hull on the security feed. They will not be wearing hard hats. Ignore them. I ignored it. Walkway empty on the next glance. Pulse stayed high. 1:17 a.m. Penstock B gauge dropped to 0. Sudden. Clean. 30 seconds. Right hand moved toward diagnostic tablet on reflex. Decade of training. See fault. Fix fault. Fingertips 1 inch from screen. Rule 2 burned behind my eyes. Palm slammed flat on console. Knuckles white. Breath locked. 30 seconds ended. Gauge snapped back. All 6 monitors flickered. 1 second. Every screen. This room, black and white, from behind. Me in chair. Shoulders rigid. Protocols sheet glowing under lamp. Feeds returned. Air pressed heavier. Hum gained low, almost verbal edges. Rules no longer checklist. They were the membrane still holding night together. 2:19 a.m. Knocking louder. Decommissioned surge shaft under floor grating. 3. Pause. 3. Rule number 5. You will hear knocking from inside the decommissioned surge shaft. Do not investigate. It is the sound of pressure equalizing. I stayed seated. No glance toward access hatch. 11 sets. Silence. Tongue tasted like old metal. 2:58 a.m. Primary manifold alarm. Sharp warble. Water cavitation in primary manifold. Rule number 6. If the alarm for water cavitation in primary manifold sounds, You must turn off all main lights in the control room for exactly 5 minutes. Sit in the dark. Do not use your flashlight. Switches flipped. Darkness rushed in. Only CRT green phosphor on hands, face. Counted 5 minutes by pulse. No light. No phone. No match. Minute 4, fabric rustle behind. Slow footstep on grate. Did not turn. Alarm cut at 5 exact. Lights back. Nothing changed visibly. Reflection in blank monitor looked wrong. 3:33 a.m. Pinstock a monitor flickered. Green grain. Stagnant water mid-tunnel. Ripples frozen. Figure knee-deep. Facing camera. No hard hat. Posture broken at joints. Rule number 7. At 3:33 a.m., the main monitor for Pinstock A will show a figure standing in the tunnel, facing the camera. You must maintain visual contact on the screen until the figure turns and walks into the overflow drain. If you look away, or if the screen goes to static, proceed immediately to the emergency bunker behind panel C7. Do not run. Eyes locked. No blink. No glance. No clock. Static hissed slow breath. Eyes burned. Tears pooled. Minutes stretched. Figure still. Neck cramped. Jaw ached. Pulse hammered. Then, slow rotation. Segmented. Plates shifting. 1 step. 2. Into black overflow drain. Gone. Gasped. Air rushed in. Hands shook until pressed flat. Monitor empty. 6 a.m. Shift log submitted. Soft beep. Trucks upstairs. Voices normal. Daylight under doors. Stood on unsteady legs. Sheet still clutched. Unreleased since 10:55 p.m. Day manager at stairs top. Looked at paper. Not face. Grid sync is satisfied with your conductance. Flat. Credentials upgraded. Next audit. Atheridge Foundation geothermal sinkhole. Details next week. Passed him into thinning fog. Road sharper in daylight. Narrower. Email thread undelete. If GridSync Solutions ever emails you, triple pay for 1 night. When you sit down, read Rule 1 first. Do not read ahead. They're not hiring you to maintain the dam. They're hiring you to sit still while something else waits on the other side of the pressure you're holding in place.